Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel! While China and the United States have battled it out on who houses the most billionaires, quietly over the years, India has been ranking in more and more members into the uber elite class. Yet at the same time, the class gap is pretty notably big. So let's take a look at what it's like to be a billionaire in India. Number 4. India's billionaires. Between 2010 and 2017, India was reportedly adding a new billionaire into their ranks every 33 days on average. While back in 2000, the nation only had 9 billionaires. In 2013, the nation had 101 billionaires residing within it. According to Forbes' most recent look at countries with the most billionaires, India now has 140 billionaires. This figure puts them in third place in the world's ranking, beating Germany, which has 136 billionaires. At the time of the list being published, India's richest held a collective $569 billion between them. This was a 90% increase from the previous year when it was $313 billion. The person that tops India's richest list is Mukesh Ambani. He made his fortune from being the majority shareholder and chairman of the conglomerate Reliance Industries. The company also created one of the country's biggest telecommunication companies, Jio. Due to all this, Ambani's net worth was seen to be $79.7 billion, making him the richest person in India and all of Asia. Number 3. Going abroad. The rich in India are seemingly looking to leave the country. In 2015, it was discovered by the New World's Wealth that India has the second highest numbers of millionaires leaving their country, China being number 1 on the list. Between 2000 and 2014, 61,000 of India's top earners had moved abroad. The favored nations to move to included the US, the UK, Australia, and the UAE. The reason for leaving stems from security concerns, tax increases, and the desire for better education possibilities for their children. In 2009, a considerable number of millionaires left the country in search of a better lifestyle. Most Indians seek the Citizens Residency Advisory, a citizenship program where they can earn a residence in return for some amount of investment. This is essentially when a person will receive citizenship or permission to reside within the country in exchange for financial investment of some kind. The top countries that the Indians think about going to are Canada, Portugal, and Austria. Number 2. Excess in India. When it comes to expensive spending habits, India is the lead for the title. As for the expensive items, India's richest have splashed the cash on the first Havantilla Tower. It's billed as the most expensive home in the world. So with a title like that, of course it's the home of the richest Indian national Mukesh Ambani. With 27 stories, the tower was constructed in 2010 and overlooks the city of Mumbai. Some features include 3 helipads, a 50-seat cinema, 9 elevators, and a grand ballroom. According to one of the architects on the projects, the construction cost nearly $2 billion. Yet there have been claims of it being as high as $5 billion. In 2010, it was discovered that the electricity bill was a massive $109,000. When people from loaded families get married, they like to go all out when it comes to their special day. In 2016, Brahmani Reddy, the daughter of Gali Janardana Reddy, was getting married, so they held a 5-day lavish wedding. Altogether, the event reportedly cost around $74 million. This drew the ire of Indian citizens, as this happened during a cash flow crisis. Brahmani's sari is said to have cost $2.5 million, while the jewelry she wore amounted to $13 million. Another example has to be the wedding held in 2018. This was the Ambani Peramal wedding. Isha, the daughter of Mukesh Ambani, married Anand, the son of billionaire Ajay Piramal. Many celebrities were guests, including Hillary Clinton, Deepika Padukone, and Sachin Tendulkar. Even Beyonce was there to perform. There were reports that the wedding cost up to $100 million, while others claimed it was close to $15 million. The private jets have always been a favorite toy amongst billionaires. In 2015, consulting firm Frost & Sullivan claimed that 12% of the world's private plane markets were made up of Indian nationals, and in the same year around 142 planes were estimated to be owned by Indians. Number 1. Wealth gap. While the affluent in India are getting richer, the wealth isn't exactly trickling down to the average. In fact, all the extra capital for billionaires has actually increased the inequality gap. In 2018, Oxfam examined the growing divide in India. They found that the top 10% of the wealthiest controlled 77% of the country's wealth, with 73% of the wealth generated going to the top 1%, while the poorest half of the population only saw their wealth increase by 1%. Oxfam found that for a minimum wage rural worker in India to reach the yearly salary of a highly paid executive, it would take that worker 941 years. After all, the lowest paid citizens often make less than $5 per day. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.